welcome to my hotel room. Let me in. Okay, here we go. This is probably one of the nicest hotel rooms I've actually had. So, hi! You can see, very nice bathroom indeed. I like that I've got a separate room to do my yoga. How cool is this? So I've got the TV, and I think I also have a DVD under the television there, so I can put my yoga DVDs on. So this is the room. As you can see, I've messed it up a little bit so far. There's my workspace, and we have my suitcase. Okay, so what I want to show you today is just some of the things that I make sure that I like to pack with me when I go away on a work trip. Now, some of these things you may not have enough room to pack, but I'm going to cover off the main things that I like to have for me, especially if I'm going away on a pretty decent sized trip. Room service can only satisfy you for so long. So the first thing I want to show you is my travel blender here. This is the Tri-Best travel blender. Kristen's Raw recommended that one to me when I first got interested in the raw lifestyle. I also use it when I'm at home as well. It's great for grinding up nuts and seeds, and some people use it as a coffee grinder as well, but I don't drink coffee, so that's not what I use it for. You can see you've got two different kinds of blades here. This one here is used for grinding dry ingredients like nuts and seeds, and the 4-prong is used for like smoothies or liquid kind of mixes. Now I've brought two containers, the smaller one which I can use for making like a salad dressing, and I've also got the larger one here which with a lid, which I have brought but I don't have it shown here. I can make a smoothie and take it out with me on the go. As you can see, I've actually emptied out my minibar here so that I can put some fresh produce in the fridge underneath as well. So I'm in a dry country at the moment, so this is a non-alcoholic Budweiser, if ever you've seen one. I don't know what they taste like, but I wouldn't even be bothered to try it. Okay, so another thing I like to take away with me is some kind of living food. Now, this is one that I just purchased in Whole Foods last year. In fact, I think I'm just using the container. This might even have Vitamineral Green in it. But just in case, you know, you don't have access so much to things like spinach, cabbage, and all your greens, you can just pop that in a fruit smoothie and there you have it. You're getting your superfoods. I think that's a really great idea, and I also took this away with me when I was in Cuba for 2 weeks in January. It was getting green leafy vegetables and fruit and vegetables was really difficult, so that really did me well. Another thing I like to take along with me is I like black pepper, cracked black pepper. You can get that at the majority of hotels, but I just like to have it with me on hand. And also Himalayan salt, and obviously for self-explanatory reasons, just to add flavour to any salads or soups or anything that you happen to order in your room. Here I also have the chili flakes that I'm really having an affair with at the moment. This is something that I probably wouldn't always take away with me, but it was able to fit in my bag this trip. And stevia. This is something that I've only just started to use. I haven't even used it on this trip yet, so I'm not even sure if I'll use it, but it's small enough to take away as a sweetener for tea or any smoothies, anything that needs sweetening. This is my fabulous peeler, vegetable peeler, which gives you the same effect that a spiralizer will give you. So if I was going to be staying here for quite some time, I'd probably go to a supermarket and get some fruit and vegetables and maybe make some kind of pasta, and then I could use this to make a pasta sauce in a blender as well. Just a standard vegetable peel is always a good idea if you don't have one of these. You can peel cucumbers with a bit of Himalayan salt for a tasty snack. You can also just make some kind of pasta dish, raw pasta dish with carrots, zucchini. You can even peel some fruit like apple with a bit of cinnamon. You know, the options are endless. Another great idea, I'm really into my almond butter at the moment, is almond spread. This isn't a raw one, but it's pretty good to, you know, as you can see I've got some bananas here, to pop on a banana as a quick snack. I also like to keep some fruits, and I've also got some berries in the fridge as well. So these are all really good snacks on the go, especially if you are traveling or you're in a hotel room with limited refrigeration space. And as you can see here, I've got just a bag of different teas. I've also got a couple of miso soups in here as well, I think. But that just keeps me going if, you know, there's no teas available in the hotel. Another thing I have also is a mixing bowl or a jug. Just, you know, if you are making food in your room, sometimes it's hard to, especially in a non-English speaking country, to get the room service staff to bring up, you know, bowls, knives and forks, all that kind of stuff that makes it difficult or easy for you to make food in your room. I've just got a couple of sandwich bags here that I put ice in if I'm lacking in refrigeration space. And I also have a cooler bag somewhere around here, I think it's over here on the floor, which I bring along with me, just so that if I am lacking in refrigeration space I can use that. And last of all, I have a nut milk bag here, which has seen better days, as you can see. But if I want to make a juice, I can actually, you can see that there. If I want to make a juice, I can just use the blender here, blend it up with some water, with some fruit and vegetables, and then strain it. And then I've also got my bowl here to strain it through. Or you can also make a nut milk. I don't get that excited if I'm only staying here for a couple of days, which I am this time, but these are just some of the things that I like to pack with me. Obviously, depending on your packing space will determine how much or how little you can bring. But if I couldn't bring that much, I would definitely bring my almond butter. If you can see it there. Definitely bring my almond butter, my Himalayan salt, maybe a vegetable peeler. And I love my blender.